All right, good morning, traders. Today is December 15th, 2023. My SPY pivot this morning is 471.56. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. The Fab Five continued their bullish daily uptrends, some making new all-time highs while others making new yearly highs. Silver and gold continue their bounce from deep in the minor support. That's supposed to say support, back towards prior highs. USO and UNG remain in daily downtrends. US dollar index dropped down to about the 101.9 level from the flat 200 near 103.50 area. So we'll see if that's going to continue its move even further south. SMH and DIA made brand new all-time highs yesterday. XLF made new yearly highs. QQQ and SPY also made new yearly highs. And max pain for SPY is 446 today. And that would be a huge roller coaster drop if the market makers target that for today. So let's go take a look at some charts. All right, so let's pull up. Here's the SPY. We'll pull it up on the daily chart. You can see here's the price action. Here's a big green candle followed by what looks to be a red doji candle hanging out up top here. So we'll see if they break the top or the bottom of that doji. Again, my SPY pivots 471.50. Yep, 471.50. All right, so how close did we come so far from the all-time highs? Well, we're about $6.50, maybe within $7, because we got up as high as, let me just see what we got here. We got up as high as 473.73, and the all-time high is 480. So you can see we got within about $7 of it right there. So pretty close. So we'll see if they're going to continue that today. In the meantime, SPY is bullish, making higher highs on the daily chart. So no question about that there. Yesterday's candle is still bullish. It made a higher high and a higher low. Notice it's still advanced price. Not in the same way it did the day before, but it did advance price to higher highs and higher lows. So nothing bearish about that right now. So let's go take a look at QQQ. Here's QQQ approaching the all-time highs, which are right about 409.34 area. How close did they come? Their high was 406.30, so they came within striking distance as well. Now, QQQ did the same thing, making a higher low and a higher high, again advancing price even higher. All right, QQQ also in a daily uptrend. Notice both of them are within striking distance of their all-time highs. Now we'll take a look at DIA. Now DIA has already produced all-time new highs, and again it's advanced its price after this big green candle right here with higher lows and higher highs. So nice work on all the indices today, or excuse me, yesterday. FNGU, let's take a look at that one. The FNGU not quite as bullish as the indices. If you look here, we've got, let's pull this down just a little bit. Okay, so this is the yearly high. Now the all-time high is way up here in almost the 500 range. Okay, so here's the yearly high just for FNGU. And it's trying to, well, let me just say, it's challenging the last candle in the sequence right now. All right, yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, Again, advancing price in a daily uptrend and a challenging the last candle in the sequence for the yearly high right there. So the yearly high for this year for FNGU is going to be 228. And yesterday's high was 223.90. So about not too bad. So that's almost $4 away. So FNGU is $4 away from tagging the yearly high, not the all-time high. So nice work in the FNGU. Let's take a look at IWM. Oh wow, look at IWM. All right. So IWM yesterday prints a high of obviously higher high, higher low, definitely advanced price. So IWM has a high of 203 pennies. All right. Now the yearly high, that's a new yearly high for IWM, and the all-time high is going to be way up here. So it's got another 50, 60 bucks to go. About $50 more to go to get up here and tackle the all-time highs. But nice work putting in new yearly highs right there on IWM. So that's also in a daily uptrend, putting in higher lows and higher highs. Let's take a peek at SMH. SMH does the same thing. Higher low, higher high, advances price, and that's a new all-time high for SMH. Let's take a look at transports. That's IYT. And here's the transports attacking the yearly high up here. So you can see here's price action for yesterday. Higher low and a higher high. And how close are they going to come? Well, let's see. Yesterday's high, 464.88. And this high is 467.14. So they're a couple dollars within striking distance of tackling their yearly high. Let's see where the all-time high is for IYT. It's not that far. It's up here at 283.30. So IYT doing a nice V bottom there, all the way back to the point of origin. Now let's take a look at XLF. Now here's XLF. The yearly high for XLF was about 37.10. And yesterday's price action got us up to 37.70. So that's a new yearly high in the XLF, even with the regional bank debacle that we had. Nice work on the XLF to stage that comeback. Just a long, extended W pattern there, people. So all-time highs for XLF, way up here at a lot of work to do. 41.80. So, but nonetheless, putting in new yearly highs is a nice feat by itself. So that was one heck of a rally there, and it's pretty much easier to do when you got higher lows. It makes it easy to do when you got higher lows. So XLF came back, produced a higher low, and you can see here's the rally to produce a higher high. Let's take a look at some energy, USO. So here's USO. Price action for yesterday came up above the T line. Still in a downtrend. All right, with lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. Now, if you want to call that a high, we just made another higher high. I don't know. Trend indicator's not quite green yet, but we did make a higher high from this little midget high right there. So we'll see what happens. USO. Let's take a look at UNG. Now we got UNG right here, lower highs and lower lows, still in a downtrend. UNG not quite as strong as USO, closing inside the 3/8 trap, while USO closed inside the 8 and the trend indicator. So UNG still in a downtrend. USO still in a downtrend. Silver and gold. So here's silver bouncing off of deep into the minor support area, almost into major support if you ask me. But there's SLV, pull back into the minor support and bouncing out of there back up towards the midpoint. And it was able to close up there over the midpoint. So nice work on SLV. Let's see if they can get all the way back up to these highs. That will be something. Take a look at GLD. Oh, SLV is in a daily uptrend, even though that trend indicator's red, because we're making higher lows and higher highs. Now we're on our way to make another higher high. We'll see what happens. There's SLV. GLD also in a daily uptrend on the daily chart with higher lows and higher highs. Again, pulling back to deep into the minor support area down here and bouncing up. With the quad lines in there, we'll see where we are. Closing over the midpoint, but it's a doji candle. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But it is a nice move back up on GLD over the midpoint. GLD in a daily uptrend with higher lows and higher highs. Now let's take a look at the US dollar index. And I got that somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so here's the July low, rally up to 107 high. And now we had a pull back to the flat 200. That's the blue line. Then we consolidated. This is the daily chart. Consolidated over the flat 200, and then we broke down, made a new lower low. So the question is it going to make a new lower high? Or is it going to continue this low even further all the way down to challenge the July low? But weaker dollar is good for U.S. companies because it makes our goods and services cheaper overseas. So there you go. So there's the U.S. dollar index breaking down. So making a lower low. So that's in a downtrend. All right. Economic calendar for today. We've got Empire State Manufacturing, industrial production. Empire State Manufacturing's at 8:30. Industrial production's at 9:15. And the PMI composite flash is at 9:45 with no Fed speakers. So that's it for the rest of the week here. Nice strong close on the week. Everything looking good so far. But there we got that. And let's take a look at earnings calendar. For today, we got Darden Restaurants, only $19 billion. That's doing pretty good. And for December 18th, Helco Corporation, $25 billion. That's the only notable there. On the 19th, BHP, are they reporting again? Oh my gosh. How many times are these people going to report? $324 billion right there on BHP. So I guess they're going to try to report on the 19th. Somewhere there's a P&L hidden in the CEO's top drawer, but he can't find it. That's all I can think. All right. Accenture, $225 billion, and FedEx, $68 billion. They're going to report as well on the 19th. All right, so we'll see what happens there. Should be a light week next week. We'll see what happens. We have I think the markets moderators are not going to be in the rooms on Friday, or I think it's a half day. I'm not sure, but I think they're off on Friday. So, but we're here all day today. All right. So, oh yeah, I wanted to make an announcement. Okay, so my friend and mentor, Rick Sadler, is going to have this is what he's having. He's having a Yes, You Can Double Your Account workshop, and he's holding that tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so, and there's a link in the description for members and non-members. So we'll see how it goes. All right, no, not see how it goes, but If you're interested in it, all right, you can talk to Ed, ask him questions about it. And if you have any trouble signing up, talk to Ed. He can take care of that for you. But the sign up the links are in the description down below. Please use those links. There is a different link for members, and there's a different link for non-members. All right. So I just want to say that if you're a non-member, let me just say this right now. It's almost better for you to take a 1 month membership, and then you get the monthly rate for the workshop, and you could save yourself some money. If you got a 1 month membership, you got to get a monthly. You can't be on a trial. You got to get a 1 month membership, and then take the workshop for $99, I think, or $97. So you save yourself some money, plus you get to hang out with Rick for a month, or me, or Doug, either one. Okay? And you get to go to the workshop and learn how to double your account. So again, the link is in the description. So the rest of you, I will see you at 4 o'clock. Everybody here now, post your questions. I'll do my best to answer them here in the room. All right, until then, we'll see you at 4. See what this day brings us.